Hey YouTube, today we're back with another reaction to Sentenced to be a Hero. Today I'll be reacting to episodes 4 and 5, I believe. And honestly, I feel like the story feels a little slow paced. Like, especially because the last couple episodes was focused on introducing us to the side characters. And I don't know, I guess there's a bit of a disconnect with me when comparing it to the first episode that was just it was just action non-stop, right? So and it felt like there was a direct goal that was introduced to us, which was, you know, this revenge for our main character, right? But we didn't really get back to it, which is kind of understandable because we're getting introduced to side characters and stuff, and you know, sure, it'll probably be better for us in the long run. But yeah, besides that, the animation has been really awesome, super consistent, and sometimes like it's so good you don't even notice it. And yeah, I'm excited. With that being said, let's get to the reaction. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get to it. Man, that would suck. They'll like tell you, okay guys, it's time to go north, just to tell you, nah guys, actually we gotta go the other way around and go south. I kind of want to learn a bit more about this guy, because he is like their direct supervisor. And I kind of would like to know about more about our relationship. These are all like military people, right? I mean, I guess it is just a straight up military base. And this guy's back. Like us? Heroes like us. Wait, so he's a hero too? Is that what he's implying? Man, I have never found smoking to be appealing personally, but I do think when I see characters, especially in just animated stuff, just I don't know, they make it look pretty cool. I'll admit. But I think IRL, I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it. Bro, he deserves some wine, man. Tsav. I think that's a character we haven't met yet, I think. My man's just trying to read. Pretty based. Right, yes. Chess? Or their world version, I guess. Wow. They were probably like, yeah, this is how you do things. You know, in the most lazy way possible. That's cute. A little bookmark. Poetry. I've never been much of a poetry person. So, yeah. I don't know. I like a story, you know? I like a beginning, middle, and end. Give me a plot. Why is she... Did she know somebody who was a poet? Like, she's just so, like, shocked at the idea of this guy being into poetry. She really wanted to go to the shops and stuff. Which I like. I like going to these places. I like going to well, I used to. We used to go to the flea market a lot when I was a lot, smaller, and I always enjoyed myself going to those places. I don't know. I just felt like just found new stuff every time.
行きますよ、若騎士。私が作られた時代にはありませんでした。まるで宝飾品のように見えますね。
And the time it was created. So she was aware when she was created? If so, how long was it? There's so many questions. And so who created them? Oh, that's cool. The way that what's called, like the stove? It has like the magic things. Why is she so serious about it though? With what money? Okay, cool. He had enough money for that. Honestly, cool. I would have felt so bad if they didn't have enough money to buy, some ice cream or ice treats. Oh, look at that. She wants some. She's like so sad about it. She's like, man, I wanted some. It did look like her mind was changing. So, I mean, it's cool to see. Honestly, I don't blame him. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah. Of course. Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised. Actually, I mean, I don't know the timeline because I don't know how long they've been doing this. But I'm surprised that goddesses or trying to make more goddesses or whatever hasn't been an idea that has popped up before, which, yeah, I mean, I'm not very surprised that this is an idea that, the military has come up with because, if you can turn something into a weapon, the military will always try to do that, like if it's an option, if it's a possibility, they're going to try to do it, The more weapons, the better. So, yeah. Yeah, that's very weird. Interesting. Whoa. Tatsuya is an isekai MC? What the fuck? No wonder he's OP. But also, that would suck. Imagine getting isekai'd into this world. That would suck. Honestly. Man. Oh, that's such a crazy idea. Interesting. Honestly, that does put things in a different light, and I think it does make me view at least this section, this what is it called, military, her people, like I view them in a better light now. So I mean, it's cool that they feel really bad about it, but obviously it's orders, right? And they got to listen. They're soldiers at the end of the day. So yeah, very complicated position that they were thrown into. What, she got 3? Oh my gosh, don't drop it, please. Man, I think it's interesting that now he has like a reason to kind of lock in, right? Because before, like, he was very like, well, he kind of hated the idea of doing all of this because it probably reminded him of when he was somebody who did things for honor, for glory, you know, and it reminded him of those days, right? But now he has to do things to, you know, help her out and make sure that the people view her as useful and won't try to make her into some science experiment or something.
どのような作戦目標でしょう。
この要塞にとどまれ。それだけだ。
持久戦ですね。
What?
いつまで粘ればいいのでしょうか。
死ぬまでだ。
Wow. Nice. Yeah, just hold out until you die. And then that's it. Brilliant. Brilliant instructions. Not a waste of manpower at all, by the way.
貴様らの全滅と要塞の陥落をもって特殊攻撃を実行する。
That literally makes no sense.
特殊攻撃というのは
毒だ。このミューリッド要塞を魔王現象15号イブリスの墓標とせよ。
指揮官殿
That looks disgusting. Why can't these things ever just look not disgusting? Also, I forgot that for some reason I forgot that, you know, they're capable of being resurrected. So, yeah.
部隊全員ですか。
なぜそこまでする？俺たちが死なねえと不都合でもあんのか？
Ooh. Of course there is. They probably want to take Teoritta, no?
よっぽど嫌われているらしいな。
わかりました。作戦は果たします。
Or they just hate you.
ですが、
Okay.
誰か一人ではなく、全員が離脱したら皆殺しということにするべきです。
That's
そ
interesting.
の方がより確実に作戦を遂行できるかと。周囲が反対しても要塞にとどまるでしょう。その許可を願います。
That OST.
私は許可を出す立場にない。
わかりました。あとは
武器と食料。
わかりました。あとは
Oh my gosh. A pardon.
あとは
御社は嘘だ。できれば騎兵と砲兵が欲しい。
二人はまだ西の戦線ですよ。
Okay, it's cool that we can trust this guy to be a good negotiator, and he's obviously asking our main character because, well, our main character probably knows what he needs to do in order to make sure that this mission is a success, which is smart. I appreciate that. He is this guy in the white hair. He's still pretty sleazy and lazy, he looks like, but at least he knows how to survive. And that's the, you know, that's probably a good thing in this world. So
私はね、こう見えて世界を救う一歩手前まで行った男なんです。
I wonder if he's lying. He could be lying. I don't trust him. But if he was that type of person at some point, it could be why, it could explain why he is the way that he is now. He feels disillusioned, feels disappointed, and is like, you know what? I don't even care about anything anymore. You know? Also, I saw the marks on his neck. So he was a hero, which is interesting. Oh, he is a hero.
あなたも詐欺で生計を立てたいんですか？それなら私みたいなのは尊敬してはいけません。
Oh, he's a con
捕
man.
まってしまいましたし。
そうだ
I mean, it explains why he's good with words then.
オートで興行していたサーカス団に敷地を売却するためにオートの移転まででっち上げるとは
What the hell?
すごいな。
The fact that he kind of got away with it is crazy,
本当なら
no?
バイクをもらって逃げるつもりだったんですけどね。
すでに神殿やガルトイル、果ては王族に至るまで魔王現象に影響されたスパイが人間のふりをして入り込んでいるんだって。
はあ、確かに書きましたね。
Oh.
聖騎士と女神のスキャンダルや王家の醜聞もネタ切れでしたし、もっと人の不安を煽るような記事が欲しいと言われましたので。
Dang.
正
Honestly.
直言うとね、
That's
何もいい
a pretty good article for what you're trying to do. I'm not gonna lie. Because then you wouldn't be able to trust anybody in charge.
ただ真実だけは困るんだ。
Oh.
え？
Wow.
特に君にはでっち上げた話を人に信じさせる能力がある。 少なくとも我々にそう思わせるだけの能力が。
ああ、いやいや、待ってくださいよ。
Wow.
私
Well.
真実を喋ることができないよ。
What the hell?
私は何も知りません。
I mean, he really didn't know anything. He just was kind of making stuff up. The fact that this random fake conspiracy came true is not his fault, man. Honestly, sure, there's a bunch of other stuff he's done, but like, not this. And you didn't have to admit to it either, because now he knows the truth. So that's crazy.
君を勇者系に処す。
Okay, so now there are demons
まさか
in the higher
本当に
ups.
御社以外の要求を通しちまうとは。
もし女神様が
Well, the
お亡くなり
pardon wouldn't, I mean, that's a bit too much. Let's be real,
だっ
but
たら
yeah.
俺たちには
てめえいい加減にしろよ。うだうだ適当なこと抜かしてって。
Ooh.
いらないっすよね。ああ、だから言ったんすけどね。
I wonder if this is Tsav,
そ
or
れにしても
the other hero?
腹減ったな。
Huh. All right. Well, okay. I'm glad we're getting more of, stuff about like the higher ups and like the enemy, right? The antagonists, because I kind of wanted more from the demons, because everything we've seen so far is very like, I don't want to say boring, but it's kind of like, nah, there's nothing. It is kind of boring. It was kind of boring. Like, okay, cool. There's there's like blight or something, and it almost feels like a natural disaster type of thing, like a plague. It didn't really feel like it was, like there was no like direct enemy, I guess, to fight against. So now it feels like things are starting to build up, which I'm happy for. So yeah. And yeah, so let's get to the next episode.
殺したのは12人、5割増しです。
Oh.
ほら、俺って根が真面目でお人よしじゃないですか。貧乏くじ引きっぱなしなんすよ。俺が教団に頭ん中まで影響されないで済んだのもバカすぎてその辺よくわかんないからっすかね。
I mean, if you're born like that or like raised like that, and that's the only thing you know, like stuff like morality isn't going to be something he takes into account, it's just something they do.
もしかして俺って選ばれし者だったりしません？やだな、責任感じちゃうな。めちゃくちゃ怖いっす。でも怖がっても何も変わらないんで、今のうちに楽しんでおきます。
想像力がないだけなのか。
ひどいな。めちゃくちゃ
Me.
想像してますって。
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. I have too much imagination sometimes.
よくわからないんすよね。自分と自分が気に入った奴らの損得以上に重要なことがあります。
Dang, he's a real one. Honestly, respectable.
殺し
Oh, it's this guy again.
ではこのタルディという男。
さあ、直感としか言えないっすね。なんとなく殺しやすかった。
なるほど。
I mean, that means he's really good at what he does, honestly.
素晴らしい。
People who go off of instinct? Hell no. I want nothing to do with you. And whatever it is you're specialized at. Those guys are freaks of nature.
ああ、そうだ。死ぬことすら許さない。
That's such a crazy thing to threaten people by. Like, imagine if in our life, like they're like, guys, please, you can't be a bad person, or else you're going to be sentenced to living in hell here on Earth. That's kind of crazy, no? Because they could legitimately torture you over and over again. Even if you die, they'll bring you back to life. They'll torture you again and again and again and again until you're slowly just becoming a doll, a puppet, a slave. It's just, wow.
調べれば調べるほど、うわーこんなやつ殺せねえ、奥さんも子供もいるじゃんってなっちゃうんすよ。だから
あんな男も勇者だとはな。
Talks a lot.
死んでもあの調子だ。
On a long trip, having this guy around, that sounds like so tiresome.
ははすみません兄貴、また喋りすぎちゃいました。
Yes.
ほら俺って教団で虐待みたいな訓練を受けた悲しい過去があるじゃないですか。その時地下牢に閉じ込められて。
黙れ。
Oh my gosh. Man, these blighted are just... Honestly, that thing looked like it came out of Evangelion. I won't
この
lie.
調子だと夜には到達するだろうな。
What?
そ
Oh,
れで正騎士団は何人残る？
okay.
およそ50人。いずれも信頼できる者たちだ。
Catching it feel so soon, I see. Nah, that's crazy eyesight.
カーシーじゃないかな。
この距離で見えるのか。
こいつの視力は人間離れしてんだ。
バークル射線のひなぎ
Oh.
ああ、陛下が調律した。
He's a sniper.
あ、でも
Wait, that's
本当にいいっす
crazy.
か？
That's so unique. I've never seen like a sniper rifle look like that.
どうすか？大当たりでしょ。
Dang.
任せて大丈夫なのか。
He's nasty with it.
組み合わせはうるせえが仕事はする。特にツァーブの狙撃は外してるところを見たことがねえ。
この状況でも諦めないのか。
俺たち
I mean, what would be the point, right?
好きにさせてたまるか。
私の叔父は大司祭だ。
神殿のほぼ最高位じゃねえか。道理で知らねえはずだ。
はあ
兄貴終わりましたぜ。百発百中っすよ。
ドッタとツァーブはここで待機だ。
I wonder.
日々は
I'm sure that's gonna come into play later on.
行くぞ。
Like her family, or yeah. Is that the other goddess?
勇者どもの死を見届けたいなどいささか悪趣味だとは思うが、
私からも無事をお祈りします、キリア。
ベルメリ、あまり離れるな。こいつは女神殺しだ。
I'm sorry, but this guy is the one who's her guardian or whatever, her knight. I don't know. I don't know why I can't take him seriously. I guess I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to explain myself.
さすがペルメリーはないのですか。
了解した。さすがペルメリ。
Man, he hates that. She looks like Manhattan Cafe from Uma Musume. If you know, you know. Yeah.
お前みたいな勇者風情調子に乗るなよ。
メロゾフレク。
分かったよ。
なんで殺す必要がある？
腹いせですよ。兄貴だってイラついたら石とか蹴飛ばすじゃないですか。
Damn.
石と人間
Wait, that's a crazy comparison. What the fudge,
は
man?
違うだろ。
It's, I can understand what like the feeling that he's like referring to. Just a random spurt of frustration and you kick a rock. That's like, wow, that's crazy.
ザイロ、キビアと楽しく偵察できたようですね。
楽しい偵察なんてこの世にねえ。
テオリッタ様。
She's mad she wasn't involved in the mission.
こちらは森で摘んだ木の実です。なかなか甘いですよ。
Quite the offering. Oh my gosh, this
森
face.
で木の実を摘みましたか。一緒に。それは楽しそうですね。
いえ、私はただ責務を果たすために。
ザイロ、我が騎士。そうか、ではありません。いいですか。あの女神は一日に7回も頭を撫でてもらっていました。私はまだ1回も撫でてもらっていません。
Really? It hasn't happened? Really? Wait, I guess it hasn't. No. Man.
私はまだ1回も撫でてもらっていません。
You gotta work harder.
そうか。
He said, yeah, I don't care.
なぜわからないの。
そんなことより人手が足りねえ。
しがない甲府でも手伝えることはありますよね。
What the hell? What are they doing here? I mean, I think it's really
俺
nice,
たちの状況は知ってるんだよ
but
な
I don't like that they're here.
くれた王と英雄を
They should be out there, you know, continuing with their life. I know it sucks out there, but dang.
鉱山に続いてこの要塞までダメになったら食いぶちも心の支えもなくなります。
Hmm.
気持ちは分からなくもねえがわざわざ拾った命
よくぞ来た我が民よ。諸君らこそ我が王国の戦士、誠の意味での勇士である。我が軍は兵力
But
が
I just realized he hasn't had his foot replaced. That either means he decided not to get it replaced or he doesn't. There isn't like a replacement yet. Which, I mean, that sounds kind of grim, but.
そして共に勝利の栄光をつかもうぞ。
I love his energy
者ども
when he gets his speech going.
最後に入るぞ。
Haircut. That's so much fun.
ザイロ君はどうします？
I like the OST. Man, the OST for this show has been so solid.
さすがは兄貴っすね。
なんで勇者に命令されなきゃならねえんだよ。
Bro, he would beat you up.
お前らは人間以下だろうが。
Subhuman. Yes. I'm sure that the major criminals who like take into consideration that these guys are supposed to be like some of the biggest criminals around, which is why they're being sentenced to be a hero. Yes, let's antagonize them. I'm sure things will go well. Like, what is the logic, man? Even if you have no respect for them, like, why would you antagonize them, like, in front of their faces? Why would you do that?
兄貴を怒らせないでくださいよ。なんでって。あんたの方がガタイが良くて元気もいいから、よく働くんじゃないかなと思って。
He's so logical, too. Wow, he didn't like that.
あ、そうっすよね。やっぱ殺した方が良かった。いって
違うさっさと運んで全員で止血しとけ
It's so scary, man. How logical he was about it. Like, that's... I mean, I don't know if I should be impressed. I think I am impressed. But, like, also scary. Yeah. Yeah. Idiots.
ぜひとも協力を仰ぎたいと。できれば。
この話は終わりだ
Who are they?
わかりましたよ。
You know, it could be... It's either his family or it's a family that was backing him up before. You know, before he became a hero.
およそ2000の派兵を失うのは残念ですが。
Wow, 2,000 soldiers is quite a bit.
志願して勇者になったくせに相変わらずですよ。
Wait, what?
傭兵の方
Why would you...
連絡はしてみましたけど。
Okay.
報酬がない。
Okay, so there's other heroes we don't know about who are related to our group of heroes. And this one volunteered to be a hero? Really? That's something you'd volunteer to do? Okay.
作はドッタがやってる
Wow. Like, why would you do that?
早いとこ
Hell no.
下げろ
実際に人類を破綻させたい人々がいるとしたらどうします？
I'm surprised he hasn't told anybody else.
お前が
But I
書いてた
guess he'd be scared of getting killed again and then again and then again and again. But then, like, what would be the logic of keeping this guy around, you know? Why not just kill him? Like, without, you know, the danger of him spreading disinformation. You know?
書かれた記事のことは知ってるが魔王崇拝者だとか
Unless the guy that turned him into a hero wasn't part of that section. Actually, that would make more sense. By turning him into a hero, he could push him away from like people who will kill him in one go. Okay. I feel like that makes more sense. Okay.
そんな奴らがいるとしたらクソったれのゲス野郎どもだろうな
Yeah.
後方支援つったろうが
この
This kind of reminds me of the Lord of the Rings, you know? The infamous scene. I don't know why. I guess it's just how dark it is and this horde of monsters attacking.
ティムさんから口先の出任せ取ったら何が残るんすか
Dang.
ちょく失礼ですよね
He's not wrong, though. He's not wrong. That's a cool weapon. Man, this is the most I've seen them do. What? What am I watching? Fudge, they got through. Well, this has turned south real fast. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, wow, what a shot. Damn. Well, that did not work out in any way, did it? Jeez. Yeah, no, it looks cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Also, the fact that there were people who were blighted, I'm curious to know if they're conscious in some way, or if they're just, you know, straight up zombies who can just, you know, do these things. Yeah, no, that sucks a lot. Wow. Man, I feel like we got so much stuff, so much information in the past 2 episodes. We got to learn a lot more about characters and, like, you know, a lot of development between characters as well. Like Kivia, you know, she feels like things are wrong, and, you know, it feels like she's like developing an appreciation for our main character. Also, like, this weird stuff that's happening with humanity. People in charge, they're getting, like, they're siding with the demon lords. I don't know if they're like worshiping them or something. I don't know yet, but that's weird. So the plot is thickening a lot, and I appreciated that. I needed that plot thickening to really happen, and it did. So honestly, that restores my faith in this show a lot. It makes things so much more interesting for me. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.